Ford Motor Company was founded in 1903, and they created a very strong company very quickly. Henry Ford had some very innovative ideas. The idea of the assembly line, which he did not create, he got that from a meat processing plant, which was actually a disassembly line, but it's not really lunchtime talk. He didn't invent the car. He just took these two different ideas and put them together for the first time. And when he did, he increased efficiency overnight by 800%. Imagine doing something for your company that increased efficiency by 8%, you'd be commended. If you did something that increased efficiency by 80%, you'd be in the history books of the company. To do something that overnight increased efficiency by 800%. It's amazing. It's amazing. In fact, during the turn of the century, the last turn of the century, 2 centuries ago, during the 1900s, they coined the phrase Fordism, which meant doing something extremely innovative and profitable for your company. Pretty strong foundation to start a company on, very early on. And so they went into the Great Depression as a 25-year-old company, leading their field. But they didn't rest there when they got to troubling economic times. That was when they started embracing opportunity. And so they started building their cars with steel bodies, which involved retooling entire factories. Kind of a scary thing to do when everybody's cutting back. Who's buying? People are not lining up to buy cars anymore. This is the Great Depression, and he's retooling entire factories to build a better product. They cast the very first V8 engine from a solid block of steel. I mean, now we refer to engines as engine blocks, but back then, engines were built in components and put together. And they said, if you build an engine from one single block, all it takes is one person to make a mistake and the entire engine is ruined. And they said, yes, but if nobody makes a mistake, we've cut our production time down to less than half, and we've cut our costs almost that much. And it gives us a huge competitive advantage. Scary? Yeah, I would bet so. I'd bet that would be a very scary time to do that. In improv, they have a saying, follow the fear. When you get in improv and you stand up and you have to do these different things, they tell you there's going to be some things that are very scary, that are scary to you and might not be scary to somebody else. And the things that scare them might not bother you at all. The point is that when we do things that don't scare us, when we do things that we're comfortable in, it's because we've already done them and we know that they're safe and there's no growth. Growth comes from doing something new, something scary. And so they have that saying, follow the fear.